You want to start your own podcast and talk show. These are the three basic things you need to consider before you get started. The first thing you need to consider, if it's a one-man podcast where you'll be the only one in front of your microphone speaking to your audience, like I'm sitting here right now speaking to the mic, or you want a two-man podcast where you have a guest on your show, or a three-man podcast, or a four-man podcast, or more where you have plenty people on your show. This will determine the number of microphones you need to get to amplify your voice in your podcast. Then the second thing you need to consider is the kind of setup you want. Do you want a table in front of you like this where you place your mic and speak to your audience? So this will determine the kind of microphone you need to get. You might just want a tabletop setup where you fix your mic on the tabletop microphone stand and speak to your audience. And if you don't want a tabletop setup like this where you have a table in front of you, you can decide to get a long microphone stand like this that you place on the floor, place your mic on it and speak to your audience based on your kind of podcast. Then you might not even want all this. You might just want to hold your mic in your hand like this and speak to your audience. And you might decide that you want a lapel mic that you just keep it on your dress like this and speak to your audience. And you might decide to get a lapel mic like this that you hold in your hand and speak to your audience based on your kind of podcast. Then the third thing you need to consider is if you will be singing in your podcast or you need a professional studio vibe in your videos. So you will need a sound card that you can use to add echo sound, make some sound, change your voice and all that based on your kind of podcast. So having considered these three things, you can go ahead to my page at Cheapest Empire to place order for any of the microphone right here that suits your kind of podcast.